Well, today we're here in Greeley City Council chambers, which is very important for our discussion that we're going to have today, and that has to do with our boards and commissions. They are very vital for our council, that they rely on them, their advice, their experience within our community to help direct their decisions that they make on a day-to-day basis. And here to tell us more about our boards and commissions and how important they are for the city and how you can get involved, we have Ashton Reinhart, who is our boards and commissions coordinator. Ashton, great to have you here today.
Thank you, Amy. Excited to be here.
All right. So, as I mentioned, boards and commissions very important for our community and for a lot of municipalities across the nation. They rely on those volunteers that help make things happen in our community. Greeley is, again, one of those places that does that, and we have quite a few boards and commissions that help our council here in Greeley.
We do. We have 23 boards and commissions here in the city of Greeley, and they range anywhere from the Art Commission to Commission on Disability. Really what is important to Greeley and makes Greeley unique.
So, as I mentioned, 23, that kind of surprised me. I was like 23 of boards and commissions, but we are a growing community. We have lots of areas that need input from our residents, and that's where those boards and commissions come in. Is one of the things I wanted to make sure that we talk about is why would I want to be on a board and commission? As I mentioned before, this is about volunteers. This is about wanting to make a difference in the community, but why should people be on a board and commission?
That's a great question. There's a lot of reasons that someone would become a member. One of them being with 23 boards and commissions, there's going to be something that catches your interest, something that you're passionate about, whether that's the art, the history, the museum, the golf even, something that you're passionate about, there's probably going to be a board for that. So that's one reason to join. Another reason is people who join boards have a say in the city and what happens with the future of City of Greeley. They can vote it within their meetings, and they take that voting and recommendation to council, and council has the final say. But at the end of the day, you're having an impact on the city that you live in and the future of it.
Right, and it seems like such a simple thing, and some people I think maybe feel like, oh, boards and commission, we do these things, but they don't really listen. That's not the case here in Greeley.
No, we have very active members, people who are excited, and we do make an impact. They have people who vote on what art gets installed throughout the city of Greeley. Any of the art sculptures that you see, that's because of the Art Commission. The golf course is gorgeous because of the Greeley Golf Course Advisory Board.
Yep. Lots of people involved in that. So now that we've maybe piqued a few people's interest about being a part of a board and commission, I know that you are always looking for those volunteers and folks that want to take part. Can you give us some real quick tips on how people can apply and what that process looks like?
It's a simple process. We recruit every month. So you go onto the Greeley Gov website, and there's a button that says boards and commissions right there on the front page.
Yes, there
Click
is.
that, and it'll take you to just our page. There's also on that page a button that says applications. Okay. Once you click on that, it brings up a field, and you just type that in accordingly with your name, the board and commission that you want to join, why you want to join it, and then it becomes my email. Okay. I will email you back saying I got your application, and then we're going to schedule a 10-minute Zoom interview with 2 of our council members.
Okay.
And once you have that interview process, they will recommend who they want to vote for, and then on the 3rd week during a council meeting, they will say your name if you're appointed, and then you become a member. Yeah,
so that was one of the things when I was kind of prepping for this that I was surprised to see, but not surprised, I guess, is that this is something that goes in front of council. I mean, they're kind of choosing, who's going to best represent the community and bring that voice to them, and so that's very empowering. I want to make sure that I touch on if they go to that website for that application, they can do that at any time.
Anytime.
Okay.
You could do it at any point. You can even do it at midnight, 6 a.m., doesn't matter. We're going to get it, and we're going to get that interview scheduled for you.
All right, and just real quick, we need to wrap up here, but I want to make sure that we take a chance to thank the current volunteers and board and commission members that have been on the board, sometimes a year, sometimes 10 years. It just varies, but they do a lot of great work for the community.
They do. We are so thankful for everything that they do and the time that they give the city. They are the heart of it. We appreciate them.
All right. Well, Ashton Reinhart, thank you so much for being here today and talking to us about boards and commissions.
Thank you for having me.
All right, so if you are now interested in checking out what some of those 23 boards are and applying, make sure you head on over to greeleygov.com and click on that button that Ashton mentioned right at the top under top links called Boards and Commissions.